Let's break down the penny stock in the marijuana, the cannabis space. What's good on my trader and investor homies? It's your boy Kevin. This is Touchdown Trades. In today's video, we're breaking down a penny stock in the marijuana, the cannabis space that is doing something different. They're changing the game. If you've been around the channel any amount of time, you guys know that I'm a big believer in the marijuana sector. I think it is a growing sector. It's expanding, and over the next few years, we're going to see massive growth in this space. So obviously, I want to have exposure. If I think the sector is going to grow, I want to pinpoint some of these stocks that are laying the foundation and are going to grow with the whole sector. We're going to be breaking down a company that is doing something that I haven't seen done yet before. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, and everybody destroy that like button, because remember, the like button is not our friend, so give it that snake eye jab right in the eye. Also, if you want to get 2 free stocks from Webull, valued up to $1,850, that's right, that's free money. Check out the link in the description and come trade with me. Check out the Patreon. First link in the description. You'll get my buy and sell alerts in real time. All right, let's break down this penny stock that is changing the cannabis space, changing the game. Let's get it. All right, let's break down this cannabis penny stock. Let's take a look at this map right here. These dark green states are states that have already legalized marijuana. So you can walk into a dispensary in these states, buy whatever you want to buy, and leave, and it's legal, right? And I think we're going to see more of that happening around the United States in the coming years as states realize that they're missing out on gigantic amounts of tax revenue. Money cures everything, and they're going to start legalizing it. Once they see how these states that have already done so are reaping the rewards, they're going to legalize it. I think it's going to be federally legalized as well. I think once DC realizes that they're missing out on a bunch of federal money at the federal level, they're going to say, hey, let's put a federal tax on this and just legalize it, blanket legalize it. And I think that's going to happen. And if it does happen, we're going to see exponential growth in the cannabis market, and we're going to see a stampede of investors rushing in, jumping on top of each other to get exposed to these cannabis stocks. The company that I want to break down today is BevCanna. They're doing something different that I haven't seen done before. They're manufacturing cannabis drinks. Now, I do want to disclose that this is a sponsored video, so I am getting paid, but I have not been told what to say. So BevCanna is coming out with these cannabis drinks. They're white label too, white label manufacturing. So there's thousands of dispensaries already in the United States. If they want to have their own version of a BevCanna drink with their dispensary name and logo on it, they can order white label products from BevCanna. And I think that's huge, because it's going to be easier to say, hey, dispensary A in Colorado, do you want your own drink that you can sell with your name on it? And I think that is going to be a huge marketing advantage for BevCanna. We saw the takeover of stuff like 5 Hour Energy, Monster Energy, and I think this is going to be a similar wave, or it could be a similar wave. I don't know if it will be, but it very well could. This could catch on, become a trend. You get off work, you want to go home. If you're opposed to smoking, right? You have a nice cold BevCanna water and relax and enjoy the rest of your evening. It could be a way, instead of burning the blunt, instead of smoking a doobie, you take a sip of the BevCanna drink. I think it's very interesting. Let's take a deeper dive into it. So BevCanna, it's all in-house. From start, they have their own plant, they have their own cultivation process, they have their own bottling facility. So the cannabis is grown in-house, and then it's moved to the bottling facility, and then it's shipped to wherever it needs to go. So everything's in-house, it's scalable, and it's a very interesting business model. The company has decades of experience creating, branding, and manufacturing iconic brands that resonate with consumers on a global scale. Here's an overhead shot of their manufacturing facility. So they are able to spit out 72 million bottles annually. That is a ton of product. There is no limitation here to this manufacturing facility. They're talking about 72 million bottles annually. So it's a 40,000 square foot facility on 315 acres of agricultural land. So you're going to be able to maybe grow the cannabis and then just transport it right to the manufacturing facility. This is a very interesting concept. And they have a self-sustaining aquifer where they're getting the water for this bottling process. So these beverages are being filled up with water from a self-sustaining aquifer that has been around for 70 years. All right, so if somebody wants to copy BevCanna, the Canadian government has halted new access to aquifers such as this, offering BevCanna a unique position compared to new market entrants. They have a moat, right? They have a barrier where other competitors can't cross because they're not going to have access to the aquifer that BevCanna has access to. Here is their 130-acre outdoor cultivation site. It's located in the heart of Okanagan, British Columbia. I think I said that right. Highly fertile soil and globally recognized growing region. It's got a bunch of wineries in the area. So if you can grow grapes, I'm sure you can grow some pretty fire buds, if you know what I'm saying. So the outdoor cultivation site produces low cost, high quality, sun-grown cannabis biomass. Remember we talked about the white labeling. So if a dispensary or a company wants to have their own label, their own brand, BevCanna can do that for them, but they also have their own products, right? So they have their own brands that they're going to be pushing to market here in the coming future. Not only getting the white label revenue, you're getting that revenue from your own brands as well. Anarchist Mountain, its botanical flavors inspired by the Pacific Northwest, infused with sparkling alkaline spring water. So this is a THC dominant product. We have the Groove, an easy drinking range of appealing iced tea beverages infused with alkaline spring water. So this is a balanced half THC, half CBD. So we have the Lev crave-worthy fruit flavors in sparkling alkaline spring water to elevate your quality of life. This is a CBD product. See, I like this Anarchist Mountain a lot, the looks of it a lot. I like the idea of having a hard day at work, coming home, cracking open a nice THC infused spring water, slurping it down and going to chill out, watch Netflix or do whatever you want to do, enjoy the rest of your evening. And look at this projected revenue growth. That just shows how this industry is growing, and if you're doing something different, you can grow as well. So 2020, only $10 million, a little bit more than $10 million in revenue, but the revenue goes straight up, and by 2022, they're projecting almost $40 million in revenue. So that would be more than a 3x in revenue in just from 2020 to 2022. So imagine if Schumer can pass on this legislation and legalize it before this next term is up. Then we're talking about even more exponential growth. If more states start to legalize it in the next couple of years, we're talking about even faster growth than we're seeing now. All right, let's take a look at this chart here. So this thing has been stupid strong. Ticker symbol BVNNF, making a move from 12 cents all the way up to $1.20. That is a more than an 800% move. It has been very strong. It's still trending higher, but we have pulled back off of those highs down to about 75 cents or so. So we'll be looking at this support area and watching to see if it can hold, and then if we can round back out. If we can retest those all-time highs and break out, this thing could possibly really get moving. All right, so that is going to wrap up the video. Check it out. Check out BevCanna. I think it's an interesting business model. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Hit that like button for me. Destroy that like button. If you're new around here, consider subscribing. Check out the Patreon if you want to come trade with me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace!
Rage on that beat, going crazy.